Classic WoW video, this time specific to Season of Discovery, and today we're talking about brand new spells that might come out in a future patch for Season of Discovery. Now, with the announcement of Season of Discovery, we have also been told about all the runes we're getting access to in Phase 1 at level 25, but a lot of people have been asking, what about after level 25? What are some of the future runes going to look like? What are some of the future class abilities going to look like? And today we have some data mined posts by Wowhead on that topic, showing some spells that might be coming in the future. These spells have all been data mined in the Season of Discovery PTR, or I guess not PTR, but like internal build, so they are out there, and they've been data mined basically. And today we're taking a look at them, and not every single one of them are like classified what they do, so it's going to be some speculations here as well. And this is the post right here: new runes discovered on the classic Season of Discovery PTR, warrior and gladiator stance, kings for hunters. Wow, okay. I just talked about this in a video today or yesterday, actually, talking about kings coming for horde. And I thought that was going to be for shamans, but apparently kings might be coming for hunters instead. Scrolling further down the post, we can see the table of contents here. The classes that we're talking about in this post are druids, hunter, rogue, and warrior. While data mining the new classic WoW Season of Discovery PTR, we have discovered several brand new runes not announced at BlizzCon 2023, including Gladiator Stance for warriors and Aspect of the Lion, which allows hunters to provide Blessing of Kings. So it's an aspect, okay, interesting. This was announced through a recent developer tweet that Blizzard would be implementing a way for Horde players to get access to Blessing of Kings. So it's not from shamans, it's actually from hunters. That's incredible. So keep in mind that some of these may not necessarily be final, could be added in later level brackets, or may even be scrapped ideas that won't make it into launch at all. In the data mining, these are all listed as uncategorized spells and might never even be implemented, but they are data mined. Let's talk about them. So for Druid, you have something called Efflorescence, heals the 3 most injured party members or raid members within 15 yards of the selected area for X amount of heals every 5 seconds for 30 seconds. This is a massive spell that if you played retail, for example, you might have access to this one. I think even if you play Wrath, you have something along the lines of this, or especially in Kata and stuff, you have something like this. So basically it's a spell that you might be familiar with if you played certain WoW expansions. You also have something called Everbloom. Your rejuvenation can now be active on target affected by another druid's rejuvenation. That one's interesting. So you can stack rest of druids. Then you have Gale Winds, increases the damage done by a hurricane by 100%. It no longer has a cooldown. What? And the mana cost is reduced by 20%. Dude, AoE boomkins. You also have something called Natural Reaction, increases your dodge chance by 10%, and you regenerate 3 rage every time you dodge while in bear form, or dire bear form, 10 energy while in cat form, or 1% of your maximum mana while in any other form. You also have Renewal, this one you definitely know about, instantly heal yourself at 30% of your maximum health, and this one is usable in all forms. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we got this one in TBC, right? Then we have something called Torrential Downpour. This one just says 115 to 135 damage every 2 seconds, and effect 2, apply aura, periodic damage, so it's another damage over time, probably for boomkins in this case. That would be insane. So you have Moonfire, Insect Swarm, we get Sunfire too. So Moonfire, Sunfire, Insect Swarm, and now this one as well. Wow, okay. Hunters, we also know that Aspect of the Lion is a belt engraving, suggesting that it will come in a later phase or level bracket, or be a secret unlock for phase 1. Now, Agrand already clarified this, it will be coming in phase 1, so that's interesting. It has been data mined, there will be many more rune slots being added or being unlocked over time, so we can get belt engravings. Oh yeah, this is a belt engraving, and we also have helmet engravings as well, and boot engravings. So there's a bunch of engravings coming later down the line, so we get access to way more spells, which is going to like alter the class meta so much every single phase. So for brand new spells though, we have Adder Pheromone, your tame beast ability, also works on adders as a companion pet. We have Deer Musk, your tame beast ability, also works on deer, once again as companion pet, and Engrave Belt, aspect of the lion. Engrave your belt with aspect of the lion rune. The hunter takes on the aspect of a lion, increasing total stats by 10% for nearby allies, and increasing total stats for the hunter by an additional 10%. So 10% for everyone, but an additional 10% on top for the hunter as well. That's actually insane, and then only one aspect can be active at a time, of course. Next up we have rogues, and rogues here are really simple, there's only really one ability. Rogues might be getting a cheat death rune at some point. Cheat death, I've been really looking for that one in Classic, that's like really good for rogues. Cheating death, any attack which would otherwise kill you will instead reduce you to 10% of your maximum health, and in addition, all damage taken will be reduced by 90% for 3 seconds, and this effect cannot occur more than once per minute. All damage taken reduced by 90%. So basically, cheat death, if you played Wrath or something, you might be familiar with this, or Cataclysm, or any retail expansion like Cheat Death, is that ability coming to Classic WoW in the form of a rune engraving. Super cool. And then we have the Warrior. They hinted at something called Gladiator Stance. I hope we get more info on that one, so here we go. Warriors have a few interesting new runes, including the Rage generating War Machine and Gladiator Stance, although the latter one does not yet have any information associated with it. Okay, so War Machine. Killing an enemy worth experience or honor generates 10 rage. This one could be very good in the Ashenvale PvP scenario, for example, where we have the world PvP thing happening. Let's just say you're killing enemies all the time, you're going to spam generate rage so much. Or if you're doing dungeons, a re-leveling, or just leveling in general, it's like getting 10 rage for every kill. That's massive. So for a leveling build, that's going to be huge, so I'm hoping you get access to this one as early as possible, since it's based on like killing an enemy that is worth experience or honor points. If you unlock it at level 25, then the experience part is kind of like meh, but if you get it at level 10, that's perfect. Level 5, even better. And then we have Gladiator Stance Shield Passive. Gladiator Stance Shield Passive. Effect number 1, apply aura, moderate damage done. Effect number 2, apply aura, moderate block percentage. And effect number 3, apply aura, allow affected spells to be used in any stance. And then we have all these spells, affected spells, which is basically like almost every single warrior spell. Like, for me, this looks like almost every single warrior ability is usable now in every single stance. So it looks like you have Berserker stance, you have, what is it called? The regular damaging stance, battle stance, there we go, and defensive stance. And it looks like Gladiator stance is the master of all stances, basically. So it's one stance where you can do everything, and since it has both an apply effect for damage done and the block percentage, I'm guessing you can go to a Gladiator stance and it will increase your damage done by, let's say, 20% or 10% or 15%, and increase your block percentage by 10%. Something like that, right? And then you can use every single ability in that stance as well, or all the ones listed here at least. That's kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy with that. For me, I hate stance dancing as a warrior, so for me this is really good. Really good, being able to use more abilities in the same stance and not having to like go to a defensive stance to do a shield block, or a bash or something, or just interrupt. This is just gonna make it so much more fun to play. You can just camp, sit in one stance all the time, both deal damage and do defensives and everything in that same stance. Absolutely perfect. So yeah, that's just a small taste on what's to come for the future of Season of Discovery, and it's looking pretty good if you ask me. Like, so far so good, and I simply can't wait to start playing in about 3 weeks. I just wanted to talk about this today. Like, literally, the state of mining came out 15 minutes ago. If I sound tired at all, it's because it's 2 AM over here, and I want to get this video out before I go to bed, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. If there's any specific ability or like rune you would want to see in the future, let me know in the comments down below. Try to be a bit creative here. I don't really know, like, what would I kind of want to see a Warlock, if you played Warlock in Kata, get the Havoc ability. Is it called Havoc? If you can put, like, Mark of Havoc on one target, then Chaos Bolt, you can use Chaos Bolt on 2 targets at the same time. That ability was absolutely broken. It's either that, or I would want to see something like Malefic Grasp for Affliction if anyone played with that back in the days. But yeah, either way, let me know if there's any like abilities that were lost in time that you would want to see them bring back for Season of Discovery in the comments down below, or just make up a brand new ability that you think makes sense. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe as well, and yeah, just leave a like anyways. I really do enjoy, what am I trying to say? I have no idea, but I really appreciate you guys watching this video, I really do, and I want to thank you so much for the feedback on the videos recently. I really have been listening to every single comment. I don't reply to every single one, but I try my best to reply whenever it makes sense. So once again, thank you so much for the support and the feedback. It's honestly been great, and thank you for watching. I'm not going to waste more of your time, but either way, thank you so much, and I'll see you again very soon.